Hi guys, GadgetGirlKylie here, and welcome back to my live streamed Let's Play of Ys Memories of Celceta. So, let's head into here. Pretty windmills. Incredible. This place is even more unbelievable up close. I wonder what kind of people live here. Hey, what are those twirly things over there? They're called windmills. The wind spins them around to generate energy. Oh wow, I'm impressed you knew the answer, Duran. Very nice. Yeah, because Duran's normally thick. Hey, they don't call me an information dealer for nothing, anyway. Based on our experiences so far, it seems safe to assume that Adol's caused some kind of trouble here too. Yeah. Who knows, maybe he's the saviour here? Heh. We might get chased around, we might get locked in a house somewhere for a while, who knows. Either way, we can't stand around forever, so let's just get this over with. You're... Sigh, and here we go! Own up, Adol, what did you do this time? It's a ghost! I'm dead, remember? I can't have done anything in this town. Huh? What's going on here? It's Adol, he's come back to haunt us. Eek! This isn't your world any longer. Go back to sleep. Leave us be. I see. So it was the people of this town who dug that grave, Adol. They appear to be under the impression that you are, in fact, deceased. Well, that sucks. That's going to cause issues. Oh, hello there. She looks hot. Adol, is that you?
Oh, I see. You've lost your memories. Well then, let me introduce myself again. I'm Kalilika.
Kalilika.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh.
First you wander off outside the town without permission and disappear without a trace. And then you show up here again with no memories. The nerve of some people, I swear. I like that you're an interesting person, but there are limits, you know. After a while it just gets old. You're almost a full-grown adult, so you really need to start acting like one, okay? That's a bit rich coming from you, Missy. Wow, Adol. This kid doesn't mince words, does she? Ahem. Now I think that about covers the scoldings, so if you would, please come with me. I'll show you to my home. Hey there, LowZ98. Welcome to the stream. You've missed all the fun. We're now on cutscene village time. You missed the action of the boss battle, which I totally sucked at, by the way. Big thank you to the person in the stream that told me what to do. Yes, we're having a feast. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aaron. I am the mayor of this town, and Kalikius there. I can't say a name now. Kalikius? Whatever, grandfather. I must say, it's amazing to see you alive again, Adol. I had assumed I never would.
I fear I may not be able to answer in as much detail as you'd like, but I will say what I can. May I ask why you believed Adol to be dead? We found Adol's belongings near a waterfall in this area, but Adol himself was nowhere to be seen. That's because I didn't die! Thank you for the vote of confidence! Jeez! We searched for days, but could not find no trace of him. We had little choice but to believe he had accidentally fallen in and drowned. Heh, something tells me drowning's not too likely to be the way this one goes out. I can't even imagine how confusing this must all be for you. But in order to explain things adequately, I would be forced to detail a number of private matters regarding these lands. And I honestly cannot say how much I'm at liberty to discuss right now. I'm just going to call her Kylie. Kylie? Yes, grandfather? When Lisa returns from the rite of summoning, would you please ask her to come by? Is she returning today? Indeed, although it may be past nightfall by then. Either way, I will need to consult with Lord Eldeal. Eldeal? Yeah. On this matter? Yay! Until I've done so, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to remain here in our guest quarters. So I'm kind of being a prisoner again, but I'm sort of not. I'm being like politely asked to stay and not move. I don't think that would be wise, particularly after what happened last time you were here. And your arrival has caused quite a commotion in town already. I apologise for the inconvenience, but I think it would be best if you stayed indoors for the night. We'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. Kylie, would you please show our guests to their quarters?
Of course.
Oh man. I don't normally do voice acting, but I should do it a lot more in my Let's Plays, really. Well, since arriving here, we've learned not much. I'm inclined to disagree. If this is where Adol's tracks end, there is a high probability that this is where he lost his memories. It may not seem like much to go on, but it is a solid lead nonetheless. Did anyone else find Kylie and Mare's reactions to Adol's memory loss kind of weird? I mean, they didn't seem surprised at all, probably because they're the culprits. There's definitely something strange about this town. You know what I really fancy now? A big bowl of ice cream, and that's what I'm going to get after this episode. The technology here is pretty advanced too. They've even got windmills and streetlights. What's a streetlight? Oh dear. Alright, so they're little devices on sticks basically that light up when it's night time. In big towns you can have a bunch of them along the side of a road, then when night falls, turn them on and it's bright as day. Wow, that's incredible. God, she's definitely lived in the wilderness, hasn't she? But you sure don't hear of too many towns that use them. Heck, you'd be hard pressed to find one even in Rome. Honestly, this town might just be more advanced than any place I've seen or heard about in the whole empire. It's probably why it's hidden away. Makes you wonder, what's a town like this doing in the middle of the Great Forest? You managed to remember anything yet, Adol? Oh, that's the guy the mayor mentioned. Whoever he is, he sounds pretty important, the way those two were talking about him. All we know about him is his name, however. Beyond that, we can only speculate. I think it would be best for us to rest now and trust that our questions will be answered come morning. Sounds like a good idea to me. Sleepy, sleepy. Of course, I'm up and about, sneaking around, having a nose. After much tossing and turning, Adol finally gave up on trying to get to sleep. There was simply too much going through his head. The window isn't locked. It might be possible to slip out from here. Will you go outside? Yes, obviously that's what I'm supposed to do. Follow that girl! That's a gorgeous statue. A winged statue stands beyond the entrance. It looks similar to the statues in Kaznan Mine and the underground ruins. Excuse me.
Mankind to take to the skies, just like this, on wings of their own creation.
I'm remembering something. Now then, Adol, please wait here for now. I'll call you when Lord Eldeal is ready to grant you an audience. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in the meantime. If you'll excuse me. For goodness sakes, I just finished cleaning hard to believe anyone can be this disorganised. It appears to be some kind of ship. Judging by the fact that it has a cannon attached to it, it's likely a warship. There are various books piled upon one another, all pertaining to the study of language. Among them are some with writing in an unrecognisable script. A strange sphere slowly rotates in place. The pattern on it looks like a map but built out of puzzle pieces. Adol, please wait here until the preparations are complete. You may make yourself comfortable in the meantime. Various antiques, documents and maps are lined up here. They look like spoils from a ruin raid. It appears to be some kind of telescope, though larger in size than any that are known and with a very delicate looking lens. Some kind of measuring instrument is laid down haphazardly next to it. There we go, I've inspected everything now. I'm terribly sorry to have kept you waiting, Adol. Lord Eldeal is expecting you on the balcony. Please come this way. Let's go! Oh wow, he's got wings. I wondered if he had wings. I thought surely you can't just be talking about the little paper kite he's made or whatever it is. You must be Adol Kristen. I imagine you were quite shocked to be brought here so suddenly.
One day, I intend for mankind to take to the skies, just like this, on wings of their own creation. However, now is not yet that time. The doors must be opened in the proper order.
He's got a lovely voice. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eldeal. I suppose you could say I'm the one who brings harmony to this world. Wow, talk about pressure. You're not doing a good job. There's monsters everywhere.
Lisa.
I'm sorry for the mess. I'll tidy the room again later. If you wish to talk to Adol here, I'll take my leave now.
I am sorry.
Thank you. Now, Adol, all of these books and blueprints you see before you, they all depict things that I plan to have someone invent one day. Indeed, one day someone will invent each of the inventions you see before you. Construction, arts, medicine, weaponry. All kinds of knowledge from every field of study are gathered here for the express purpose of gifting to mankind one day. And by bestowing this knowledge, I have worked to maintain balance and harmony in the world throughout its history. That's right, recent history in any case. I've repeated this process for several centuries ever since I came to this land. When a land struggled with floods, I gave its people the knowledge to build floodgates and improve irrigation. In one age, a violent plague spread across the land, and I prompted the development of a cure. As for a recent example, do you see that blueprint spread out over there? Observe for yourself. Not long ago, I showed those blueprints to a certain engineer. The armies of the Roman Empire and the Principality of Altago have long been butting heads, as I'm sure you know. At one point, Altago seemed to be at a disadvantage, but now the two forces are an even match for one another. The reason for this sudden equalization, an exceptionally fast warship that happened to invent in the nick of time. Indeed, very perceptive of you. That is precisely what these are. The countries have been at odds for so long it would create an imbalance were one to fall under the other's flag. If Rome were to annex Altago, the number of problems for both nations would increase considerably. It simply would not be wise to let the war end quite so easily. Much like the relationships between people, resolutions can sometimes lead to problems all their own. Altago is a particularly complex region and is generally best left to its own devices, but exceptions must be made. So he's an architect of the piece, really, but I don't know. I don't know. He's not a god, is he?
Are you unable to sleep? I'm so happy you're alive, Adolf. Do you remember my name? My.
That makes me very happy. Would you like to talk for a while, Adol? I see. So your memories of me only just returned a moment ago? What a wonderful coincidence. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you remember about Lord Eldeal? Really? Now? That's most impressive. If your memory has recovered that much, then perhaps you've already realised this, but Lord Eldeal personally chose you and summoned you to this land. He intended to impart upon you the knowledge of the tower. Unfortunately, you vanished before you could receive it, and I'm afraid I don't know what specific knowledge Lord Eldeal intended to impart. I feel I should also disclose to you the truth regarding your memories, or at least some of them. The area surrounding the sanctuary is protected by a special kind of barrier. When outsiders leave, they forget everything that happened here. It's as if they never came. Interesting. I knew this town was something to do with it. To avoid the existence of this town and Lord Eldeal becoming discovered by the outside world, I believe that you lost your memories when you left this area. However, you should only have lost your memories of Highland and its environs, nothing more. I'm sorry, I really have no idea what could have caused that to occur. I've also never heard of anyone regaining their memories of Highland upon returning either. It may be some time before he can grant an audience with you, but I'm certain you'll be able to speak with Lord Eldeal again. However, it's late and you need your rest. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm just so relieved to learn that you're alive. Oh, and Adol? If you should remember anything else about Lord Eldeal, I'm sorry, it's nothing.
Good night.
Good night to you. Sorry, Adol, can you explain that again from the beginning? I doubt repeating the explanation will make its contents any easier to understand, and I must confess it is most difficult to believe such a tale could possibly be true. So basically, this Eldeal guy is like some kind of god that gives people knowledge. We've seen some strange things in our journey so far, but this is pushing it. There is one point I would like to be clarified. You said that upon leaving this area, you forget everything that happened here, correct? Surely that would mean forgetting the knowledge you were given as well, no? Yeah, that's a good point, so go on. Kylie, or whatever your name is, what's up with that? That's no way to speak to someone, to ask someone a question, sorry. Well, I'm older than you, so there. You're older, but you don't act older, Durin. You certainly wouldn't be able to tell from how you talk. You're like a spoiled child. Haha, you tell him, Kylie. The idea that you should respect your elders because of their age is so outdated. Respect is earned through maturity, and people like you don't become mature as they get older. They just turn into grumpy old farts. What? I think Kylie wins this one. But it's true that people who receive knowledge forget coming here. However, the knowledge imparted by Lord Eldeal remains within their mind, resurfacing one day as inspiration. Inspiration, what do you mean? I believe she is stating that the knowledge a person is given resurfaces during his daily life as if it were his own thought. Is that correct? I need to have a drink, hang on a second. It's good to see the rest of you actually have measurable intelligence. Unlike a certain someone here. Pretty fancy system you've got going here though. So if people remember the knowledge they've been given as if they thought of it themselves, does that mean everyone who's ever invented something great has been here before? Naturally not everyone, but that is true for certain people and certain inventions, yes. Unbelievable. So, can we actually go outside now? You may. Lisa has explained everything to the people of this town, so there should be no further problems. Okay, Eldol, I don't know about you, but those are the words I've been dying to hear. Time to go snoop around town. Indubitably. Hopefully we can find some way to get a few more of your memories back. Listening to people talk might help this whole thing sink in a bit too. Something wrong? Oh, nothing. You just sometimes don't seem like you're all there. Then it's like you'll say the perfect thing. Weird. Awesome. Really? I mean, I am a reputed information leader and all that. I absorb everything around me and hey. Kylie, I would like to entrust you as their guide. Please show them everything in town has to offer. However, Adol, I must warn you of one thing. Do not, under any circumstances, leave the town through the north exit by yourself. North exit? In the direction of that enormous tower? That tower is where Lord Eldeal lives. It's also where Adol met Lord Eldeal when he last came here. However, it's surrounded by an area called the Sanctuary of Storms. And if you enter there without permission, you'll be fried by lightning before you know it, so don't say we didn't warn you. Okay, that seems like a pretty good incentive to keep our distance to me. Well, yeah, it does. That's our cue, Adol. Let's check this place out. Right guys, I think I'm going to stop this episode here. So you've been watching GadgetGirlKylie, and this has been my Let's Play of Ys Memories of Celceta. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the links to in the video description to my Twitch. So take it easy guys, and I shall see you next time.